All right, everyone, we'll go ahead and get rolling here with starting pitcher Jon Gray. Thomas Harding, why don't you lead us off?
Yeah, John, first of all, when was the last time, or have you ever pitched on a night this cold?
Yes, I've pitched on many a nights this cold, but I can't remember the last one. I want to say it was here a few years ago. I just can't remember the game, but there's been times in Tacoma, Washington, other places like that have been absolutely freezing. So I hope to think that those help me out tonight.
Yeah, I was wondering if it helps you out. I mean, being from Oklahoma, I don't know if you pitch in a lot of this type of stuff. Does it help you as a pitcher?
I think so. I think playing football games and all the way through high school in some of the worst conditions, the freezing temperatures, windy, whatever, it didn't matter. We were out there. So I think that's I think that always plays a big part of it. I don't think I was really worried about it or even thinking about it later. It was just competing.
For me, one more for me, the team has scuffled a lot lately, but you seem to not try to do too much out there. How important is it to try to be on an even keel when the team is scuffling the way it has been?
Yeah, that's important because, I mean, there's times when, you as a player, you feel like the pressure to kind of try to do too much or try to do more. But, staying with the plan, noticing that we're a club that has been in almost every ball game we played in. We played everybody really close. We got to know that things are going to start falling our way someday. And, when that happens, we're going to be a dangerous club. So we just got to keep at it, keep grinding away.
Well, let me follow up on that. When a team scuffles in close games, sometimes that can snowball. How do you prevent that? Obviously, winning this one is the first step, but how do you prevent that from snowballing? Because you're going to have to win these close games.
Yeah. I think it's just the positive energy carrying over. Like when something happens, it's more than likely going to happen again, and before you know it, you're in a mindset where you feel like you're successful before you even throw the pitch or before you even step in the box. So that's kind of where we need to get to. But I think tonight was a good step in the right direction.
Thank you, John.
Patrick Saunders.
Hey, John. Buddy also mentioned that he liked how even-keeled you've become out on the mound. Having said that, however, in the seventh, you got the double play after you'd had a walk, and you showed a lot of emotion, as you sometimes do when you pounded your glove, et cetera. Was that just for emotion about that particular moment, or was it emotion kind of the whole game and the fact that maybe you guys were heading in the right direction?
I would probably say in that moment it was I think it was more of the moment. I knew that Buddy trusted me to go out there and go another inning. And I started off walking the guy. I'm so glad he didn't come up and get me then. But just to be able to get out of that, get a ground ball, and be able to turn two out of that, that was big. So yeah, I was fired up in the moment for sure because I knew that Buddy let me out because he thought I could get through it. So very happy to get those two outs.
And what was working particularly well for you tonight?
I think the slider was the biggest pitch. I think the curveball helped out a little bit. There was a few times I used it and got ground balls. But there's still a lot of work to be done too. I don't think I was throwing enough strikes. I think there was a lot of dirt balls early in the count. So there's been a steady mix of fastball slider, but I think the changeup is also going to be a big weapon too. And we used it late today, and it was really good.
And one more for me. When it's this cold out, a grip's important to a pitcher. All your pitches. How did you manage to keep your hands warm enough to be able to grip the pitches and make the throws you wanted?
So every half inning, I came down inside the dugout. I went down underneath where it was a little bit warmer, and I just had some hand warmers, and I just kept them in my pockets. And my hands would get so hot in it would almost get sweaty. So it stayed plenty warm, and I just made sure I had a good grip on the ball most of the time. I only lost a few pitches today, so I think we slowed down and made the pitches we need to. Just took it one pitch at a time.
Great. Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Nick Groke.
Yeah. Hey, John, after Dom homered, it looked like he turned to the Astros dugout and kind of looked at them and then shushed them as he rounded third. Was there some banter between the dugouts? What was going on? And were you recipient of some chatter at all? What?
I don't know. There may have been someone yelling stuff at me. I wasn't paying attention. Really, I was kind of locked in. I heard a lot of stuff going on, but I just wasn't focused on what was happening, I guess. But yeah, I knew there's some energy going, back and forth. So yeah, that's I guess that's kind of expected.
It's kind of funny. Is that how it is for you in games? Do you I think I may have asked you this before. Do you only see the catcher when you're on the mound? Are you so locked in that you almost black out the rest of the world?
When things are going really good, yes. When we're attacking and the game's rolling, yeah, that's exactly where I am. Sometimes it can speed up on me a little bit, but I think I'm getting better at slowing it down, but for sure.
Cool. Thanks, John.
Larry Patrick.
Can you hear me, John?
Yes.
Okay. Is it with weather like this before starting the game? Is it harder to get loose, and is it hard to stay loose during the course of a game?
Yes, I would say so. Today I struggled getting ready for the game. It took me probably 15 change-up attempts just to throw a good one, and it was kind of having me nervous a little bit, but I feel like I really warmed up towards the end of my bullpen going into the game. That's when things started to click. So it took a little bit longer, but yeah, it could be tough to go back out there in the fifth, sixth too, and like your arm still feels fresh. So just staying warm is big. It's key.
It's one thing to get, as a batter to get hit by a baseball when it's 80 degrees. It's another thing when it's in the 30s. Do you feel hitters are more intimidated when they're playing in weather like this?
Yeah, I don't think it's good hitting weather at all. No one wants a fastball inside, that's for sure. It can be a little bit harder to time up fast pitches inside for sure. So if you can use that to your advantage, it can go a long ways.
Okay, thank you, John.
Owen Perkins. Owen, go ahead.
Yeah, you got me?
Gotcha.
John, you seem to be on one of the most consistent stretches you've been on for a long time. How is it feeling to you compared to, other good stretches in your career? How is this stacking up right now?
I just feel like I've had some games where I just don't feel good, but they've still been in that good stretch of games. And in the past, it was either a hit or miss. I felt like it was either going to be a great game or it was going to be a terrible game. And I gave up 5, 6, 7 runs. I think shutting that down on the bad days and keeping people to 3 or 4 runs sometimes is good for me. I always haven't been that way.
And is there anything you can pinpoint that's really kind of making a difference this year for you as you've gone through this many starts so far? That's been consistent from start to start?
Yeah, I think just the ability to have fun out there, realize you're in a major league game and have fun and not freak out so much over the results of the stuff. I mean, we're playing a game. I want to be the best I can every time, and I can go and try to be the best I can every time, and that's all I can do. But I'm happy regardless, and I think that's kind of where it stems from. Is I'm seeing opportunities now, and I don't ever feel like I'm back into a corner. So I see an opportunity even in the worst times.
Great, thank you.
All right, we'll go to Tracy and then back to Thomas. Here we have CJ waiting if you want to keep going. Tracy, go ahead.
Hey, John, we know you changed your whole mental approach in the offseason. Did somebody come along and help you through that, or was that just something you decided to do on your own to at some point I've got to enjoy this game again?
It's actually taken a lot of outside sources for me. There's tons of people have been helping me out with this, and it's been a struggle. Like I thought last year was gonna be my last year to play, so it's been great just to go out there and have fun again and not get caught up in everything. So I couldn't be any happier. I mean, from coaches to strength coaches to just everyday people I've just met within the last year. It's been they've been a huge help. They've been helping me get through this, and I have a lot of tools to go to now, and just feel like happier in general. So it's really nice.
I mean, a couple of times there gets that look of frustration on your face, but it's more like, I know I can make a better pitch than that, as opposed to, geez, now what's going wrong? Is that fair to say?
Yeah. That's very fair to say. I'll still kick myself throwing a ball in the dirt, or something, or getting behind that batter, but I'm keeping it fun. I don't really get too serious.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Thomas, go ahead.
Yeah, John, not many pitchers, I think only 3 of them have gone at least 5 innings and held the other team to no runs or 1 as far as the Rockies are concerned in 3 straight starts or in consecutive starts around here. How much are you making Coors Field your home?
I love pitching at Coors. I love it. I feel like I can take on, it doesn't matter who's on the other side, I'm going to win that game. So I have all the confidence in the world pitching here. I have plenty of experience. And I just see it as a strength now to be able to get a start at home.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yes.
All right, I think that's all the questions we have. Thank you, John.